My name is Tim Bonds, and I lead the Army Research Division at RAND.
And I'm David Shlapak, Senior Defense Researcher and Co-Director of the RAND Center for Gaming. Russia's annexation of Crimea signaled Moscow's willingness to use force to alter the existing European security order. In the wake of this action, RAND asked, could a newly assertive Russia become a military threat to NATO? For the past 3 years, we've conducted a series of war games examining the outcomes of a possible Russian attack on the 3 Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. The results are unambiguous. NATO is completely unprepared to defend these member states against the prospect of Russian aggression. The key finding of this work is that a Russian conventional attack on the Baltic states would result in a catastrophic and decisive tactical defeat for NATO in 36 to 60 hours, with the Russians at the gates of the Estonian capital of Tallinn and the Latvian capital of Riga at the end of that time.
The most significant work was finding that this is a conflict we could actually lose. In most other work we've looked at, there are ways to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of U.S. forces fighting an adversary, but this may have been the first time that we can actually see we could suffer a catastrophic strategic defeat. The key to reinforcing deterrence in the Baltics is to have the right forces there when the war starts. If they move after the war begins, they will be too late. Our NATO partners at present are putting 3 battalion tactical groups into the Baltic states. That's an important beginning in the force structure that's needed there. By themselves, though, they're not enough. We actually need 3 complete Armored Brigade combat teams, the headquarters to lead them at a division or corps level, and fires brigades to have sufficient force to deny Russia their immediate objectives.
This is not merely a question of European security. Deterring any conflict with Russia is vital to the safety and security of the American people. I think the key takeaways for policymakers from this research are, first, that the goal cannot be to fight and win a war against Russia. That would be a strategic failure of the first magnitude. The goal has to be to deter any conflict. Second, we need to think of deterrence like an insurance policy. The same way we buy insurance against low probability but potentially catastrophic events like our houses burning down, you buy insurance against low probability but potentially catastrophic events like a conflict with Russia. Third, the vitalness of the heavy brigades, which are very hard to move over short periods of time, means that serious consideration has to be given to permanently stationing them in Central or Northeastern Europe.
Our research indicates that policymakers should consider 3 things. First, it is much better to deter these wars than to try to win them once they start. The cost in terms of lives lost and resources needed to win these wars will be very high. Secondly, in order to be in a position to deter these wars, or if needed to defeat aggression, the Army and the other services will need ready forces. That will require a significant investment in the size and the readiness and the training of the forces we have. Number 3, policymakers should look for opportunities to modernize our forces to restore overmatch. Sometimes Russia is called a near peer. From our research, when you're near them, they're a peer. They're a modern military. They've spent a lot of time and resources to increase the effectiveness of their force. It will require an investment on our part, first of all, to match those capabilities, but secondly, to do better than match, to provide our soldiers and other troops with the weapons they need to win decisively on the battlefield.